Hi, hey, welcome today. I'm here with Eric Smith, the administrator of the church, but he's also the crusade director. He sets up all the meetings, and everything works because he works. And so he's the strength and stability behind all that we do. But we have a great opportunity this year, and really at a savings that I could not even explain to you. But what we're going to do is this. This year, we are going to set a goal to win 1 million people to Jesus Christ. You heard me right, 1 million people in 12 months. In the year 2019, we as partners and we as a church, we as a ministry are going to reach out, expand our borders, increase our efforts to win 1 million people. That's 1 million people. And so what we're asking for you to do is to join us. And so we're going to talk about some of the logistics of it right now. And we just returned from Uganda.
Yes.
And had just record crowds.
It was one of the greatest services I think we ever saw, Pastor, was it not? That night, 110,000 people, 40,000 inside the building, 70,000 outside. We had some drone shots of the crowds. Literally, I tried to get outside the building more than once just to see what the crowds looked like. I was able to get out in the front for a brief period of time, but literally it was like trying to part the Red Sea. I could only get to certain spots, taking some photos and stuff. But outside to the west of the building was actually a bigger crowd than we had in front of the building. So it was just amazing. 250,000 people were ministered to in that crusade, Pastor. Over 50,000 salvations. We had the chance to minister over 3,000 pastors. Pastor Randy ministered over 20,000 children in crusades, went to schools, preaching the gospel in schools throughout the city of Kampala and out in the suburbs of Uganda itself. We dug a water well. We helped build an orphanage. This orphanage that we've helped partner a couple occasions with, Pastor, has over 1,000 orphans there. And we actually dug a water well there to give those orphans clean drinking water for the very first time. So, what we do is a whole lot more than just winning souls, which is obviously our focal point.
Yes.
But we want to minister to pastors. We want to equip them. We want to raise them up. We want to fuse them with faith so they can preach the miracle-working power of Christ in their congregations. And of course, bringing our children's pastor with us, seeing the next generation God's going to raise up, seeing miracles. Is just phenomenal.
We do something, when we go do a crusade, we're doing pastors, we're doing children's church, we're digging wells, we're helping with orphanages.
Pastor, I don't know of anybody out there that's doing those 5 or 6 things in a specific location. Many are out there, of course, preach the gospel, pulling the nets in. Many do pastor sessions, but I don't know them doing children's meetings, again, in conjunction with digging water wells, building orphanages, and all the many things we do.
But Eric, we had a great opportunity given to us of a representative of probably 60,000 or 70,000 pastors from across Uganda.
Yes.
And he approached us and asked us if we would be a part of what they're doing. They're going to be doing 14 crusades, one in each county or province which would be like a kind of a state. And so they have 14 states, and they're going to be doing 14 crusades around there.
Open air.
Big
fields.
And they're going to be bringing people together. And they're going to start in January, but they've invited us out of all of these crusades to come and to be the main speaker.
The keynote speaker, Pastor, every crusade.
Once a month from a Wednesday to a Friday, so we still get to be home here preaching to our congregation here and fellow believers here in America. But they are projecting astronomical numbers. So in this coming year, 2019, we could literally be reaching 6 million people.
Yeah, 6 million or more, Pastor. I think that's a very conservative number because, as you know, we do crusades. You might start an open night with 500,000 people, and then it builds to 750,000 to 1 million. In 3 crusades alone, Pastor, next year in 2019, we have the potential of being in front of 1 million people in a single service.
Yeah.
And the crusades, the crusades will build as the weeks go on. So next year, I would say at least 6 million people you'll be preaching in front of, face to face, in front of mass crowds. but it could be as much as 10 or 12 million people when it's all said and done. We're talking Uganda, which is obviously a great open door, but Kenya, Brazil, Belgium, Mexico, Canada, Ghana, and many other countries as well.
Yep.
So it's really amazing what God is doing. I was looking back at church history, trying to do some research and stuff. I can only think of just a couple people, Pastor, that has been in front of 6+ million people in a single year. And just I think about the magnitude of what God's blessed us with. You know, we give God all the praise and all the honor for what He's done. In the last several years, we've seen over 2.8 million people come to Christ. We've ministered over 53,000 pastors. We've now have ministered over 250,000 children in crusades. We've dug 11 water wells. We built 3 orphanages. We're looking now to even maybe start and build some churches now in locales as well. You know, but what's so exciting is what 2019 looks like, Pastor. This could be the greatest year, I believe, that we've ever experienced. You know, 2.8 million people is a great number to give God praise for, but to see over 1 million people come to Christ in a single year, it's just phenomenal.
So we have the potential of doing far greater, but if we as a church, we as a ministry, and you as partners with us, understand that our arms can only be as long as the partnership that we have. You know, we can reach out no further than the partners enable us to do. And so when we go into this year, 2019, with a vision and a goal of 1 million souls, that means that we partnership together, that we interweave ourselves for the cause of Christ. Now, it's going to be, of course, great sacrifice to Eric, to all the teams, people that are on the team that go because they pay their own ways, but they, you know, sacrifice time with their families, their churches, and so forth. And but we're going to ask you to begin to pray with us for 1 million souls. It seemed like an impossible endeavor, but I do believe that we can do this together. And I believe that God will bring resources into our ministry, into the church, into your life, and that we can designate these and sow seeds, and we can see salvations be brought. And you may never see the people, know them, and I will not. But I will tell you this, that when you look over a crowd of people giving their life to Christ, and they're weeping, and, you know, crying out, and, you know, it's nothing is like that. And to see people giving their life to Jesus Christ, and God confirming who Jesus is by signs and wonders right there at that crusade ground. So we have a lot of things going on in 2019, but we do need for you to partner with us. And so we just ask that you consider sowing seeds greater than you've ever sown, because the task is greater than we've ever set a goal for. So please be a part of it, and don't let this moment pass us as we do something significant for the kingdom of God, impacting the world, as well as our nation, our community, and our church. So let's join together, partner together, 1 million souls, 1 million souls, a campaign, a goal for Christ. You can be a part of it. Some of you pastors that are watching, you might say, man, I'd love to be involved. Guess what? You can be. All you need to do is to call 937-693-3554 and ask for Eric Smith. Eric's going to connect with you. He's going to talk to you about the cost that it takes for you to get there. He'll give you our airline cost, hotel cost. Come out and be a part. How would you like to stand in front of 1 million people and just greet them in the name of the Lord? Well, I'd like for you to be a part of that. You can be. So consider becoming a part of something bigger than yourself. Join us. I know that you're going to be blessed by your efforts. Your vision is going to be expanded, and you're going to see the world and the gospel in a new way. So make it a point to become a part of it. Make it a point today, partners. Sow a seed into Peter Doseck Ministries. It will bring you great reward for your life. Hey, God bless you. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.